That's another thing. Why do we bury people in the ground? So when the change in life, because we can't say that word, right?
What?
On the tube.
I'm not, listen, if I were a perfect YouTuber, I would study all the rules on what you can and can't say on YouTube. I don't know if we can actually talk about this thing that's happened in the world that has affected everybody, that starts with the letter C.
Okay, we can't say the C word.
We can never say the C word on the channel.
We can say the C word.
You say the C word all the time.
Yeah.
In real life. You call me up.
Cheese puffs.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. So when this change happened, my gym was closed and I was looking for places to like exercise. So I just found random places to run. I didn't want to run in the same place every day. So I was running through a cemetery. Because there's like, you know, the big cemetery down the road? Huge one. It's like a big loop. So I was like running around the cemetery. And then I was just thinking like, if you could like x-ray the ground right now and just see all these bodies. So like, why do we bury, like some people don't believe in cremating. Like, why?
Is that a thing? Some people don't believe in it?
Oh yeah. My father, he doesn't believe in cremation.
If you don't mind, what religion, is he?
He's Baptist.
Baptist, okay.
Yeah. But it's like, ashes are good for the earth. So why not give back to the earth? No, we're gonna put you in a box so you don't do shit but take up space. And we're gonna charge you a ton of money for it.
Yes. We're gonna make your dead body look good. We're gonna put nice clothes on it and try to preserve it for no fucking reason and put it inside of a box. It's quite crazy.
And then put you in the ground and it's not gonna do anything but take up space. And
take up space.
And make us money.
Yeah, making money off of dead people.
Yeah, it's one of those simple things again. Why not just burn them, put them back in the ground?
Oh man, I don't know if I should high five that. That sounded quite dark, but I mean, it's true.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Having said that, when I die, I want to be stuffed. Like taxidermy stuffed, like this. And just put in various closets so when they open it up, it is...
Of people that you know, or what?
I don't care. I'll be dead. I think when you die, you just die. I would love to be able to haunt people and like, you know, just like ghost around or whatever that's called.
Ghost around.
Just ghost around and just minor inconvenience people.
You don't want to seriously like bother anybody.
No, I don't want to torture or actually hurt anybody. But
what do you want to do?
Just like open the refrigerator door so all their meat goes bad. Get in the car, turn the headlights on so the battery dies.
I bet this was that fucking Mark.
I would probably like pull people's pants down on live TV.
That's pretty great. You sound like you'd be a very entertaining ghost.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Oh, that Boxton!
Yeah, it wouldn't be like, oh, famine and pestilence. It'd be like, oh, my pants fell down again.
Yeah.
And then they would wonder if it's me.
I like it. I don't believe in it, I suppose. But, yeah, it's entertaining.
So you think when you die, you just, that's it? Big nap?
You really want to talk about this?
I don't care.
I feel like we return back to the beautiful, spiritual, infinite oneness that is consciousness.
That's cool.
That's a great response.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
What do you think?
I just think you die. That's it.
So you think you go to being nothing?
Lights out.
Like a...
Think about this. If you go back, if you drive past a junkyard, there's just cars that aren't gonna do anything ever again. I kind of see us as like we're humans, we're machines, and when the machine stops working and it's beyond repair, you're done. You're in the junkyard.
So do you think you're anything before you come here?
No.
And then you're here. Isn't that fucking awesome? No offense. I feel like I trash religious people every time, but it's kind of what I do.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, so a lot of religious people feel like life has purpose and it doesn't if you're atheist. Like, you don't appreciate life, but doesn't that make you appreciate life a lot more?
It does.
You weren't nothing beforehand. You're here for 80 to 100 years and you're nothing after that. That gives you a great appreciation. It's like, you know.
It does. Like, hey, I only have a certain amount of time, so I need to have fun. I need to do things, try to be good, like to other people, not like be good because I'm getting threatened. I'm not gonna get to go to this place.
Yeah, and because you're getting rewarded.
Yeah, or
you go to another place. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird to me. And I grew up in that, and I was probably the most miserable person I'd ever been throughout that. And I was one of those like guys like knocking on doors and stuff.
What, literally?
Yeah.
Why?
Like, you know, not just like knocking on people's doors and running away and they're
no,
like,
I mean,
put this flaming bag of poop on my step.
You did once put a flaming bag of poop on my step.
He called the shit poop.
But, this is personal, but fuck it, we're here. So you were raised Baptist?
Yeah.
Why were these guys knocking on doors? Maybe it's my ignorance.
You know,
I just thought only
like
the
knock on
Mormons
doors,
and
like, nah, they do. They just are lazy about it.
I just thought the Mormons and the Jehovah's Witnesses did that.
Nah, no, Baptists do it typically on Thursdays for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, they just knock on doors. Hey, do you go to church anywhere? And then, well, you got a second to talk, and then it's just aggravate people.
Listen, how old were you when you were doing that?
I was in my 20s. It was actually so.
Oh, so it was your own choice. I
No.
thought you meant your parents had you.
No,
do it.
no, they didn't have me knocking on doors. I grew up in that, and the older I got, like, I was like, wait a minute. And it was actually around the time I was working at said restaurant where we met.
You met at a restaurant?
We met at a restaurant. And that's when I started questioning things. And I remember I was married to somebody before, and I had questioned the existence of higher powers and deities, and I was treated like I was mentally ill. And I was just like, well, hold up now. And I remember like the preacher of the church that I went to was like acting like I was ill, and oh, we're gonna pray for you. No, I don't need you to pray for me, I just need you to answer questions.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, listen, you know, because I was going through a lot at the time. This is where it's getting all dark. And
Let it get dark. You just talked about jogging through a cemetery.
Yeah. I didn't mean to do like theatrical hands.
You went all Thriller on us. Just
I'm not gonna do it. But I remember saying like, hey, he's like, well, you're going through tough times. It's just God testing you. It's God the Father testing you. I'm like, do you test your children that way? Like, hey, Jimmy, you're a good kid. I'm gonna break your ankle and see if you still love me. Like, that's not how I work. And again, I was treated like I was just losing my mind. And
that is so crazy that they had such an extreme reaction to that.
And that's kind of what solidified it. Like, I was doing the door knocking whenever I was still working at said restaurant, because I was using the religion as a crutch to help me get through everything. And I was like, I am a miserable person. Like, I have fun here and there, but overall, I'm a miserable person. And then whenever I kind of came to a realization or an awakening, like, hey, I don't believe in any of this stuff, I feel so much better. I don't feel like somebody's looking over my shoulder. I don't feel like every move I have is going to tip the scales where I'm going, you know, into the air somewhere, or if I'm going to burn forever. And I'm actually morally a better person as an atheist than I was as a Christian.
Nice.
Yeah. That was a very uncoordinated 5.
It was weird.
It was.
I feel like you did it. I'm not trying to blame you, but I feel like you did it with the wrong hand. First of all, goddamn it. And then second of all, you did it too quick.
Oh.
No, the moment's gone.
Okay.
The moment's
Can't
gone.
just pick it up?
No.
Okay.
You fucked that up.
I want my picture back.
You're not getting it.
Like, yeah, the morality issue, like, I just feel like, you know, things are better. And then I met a very like-minded person who is now my wife, and especially where we live, because, you know, we live in, like, the Bible Belt.
We live in southern Georgia, yeah.
Yeah. And so to find somebody who's like-minded in that aspect is like the greatest thing possible.
That's true. She was like atheist, wasn't she, when you met?
Yeah. And it was just like, hey, I have this person to confide in. And it's funny that because you go from trying to convert somebody to being like you to being like, wait a minute, like this person's, you know, I never tried that with her, but like I remember like meeting people be like, you really don't believe God's real? And then like
you used to come at me like that.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was always like super atheist when we started working at a restaurant. You were like super religious.
Yeah, I was an asshole. Like, it was not.
No, don't get me wrong. You're still an asshole. But the point is, no, it was just a disagreement we had.
Yeah.
A different perspective on life.
And the one thing that I just feel like kind of like cuts down the whole like whatever regular religion is, but like evangelical Christian religion is. So everybody believes that God is omniscient, like meaning he knows everything. He knows the past, he knows the present, he knows the future. If you know the future, why would you create your own nemesis that's going to have this eternal battle of good and evil forever? Like, hey, I'm going to create you, devil, because he was an angel first according to the Bible. Yeah. And then I'm going to be like, nah, just kidding, I don't want you in heaven, kick you out, and then we're just going to fight forever. But I'm going to win in the end. I'm just going to let you kind of get the upper hand while I chill out and let floods and famines happen.
Yeah, that goes to that thing you were saying about your child. Like, why create this existence where you let all of this fucking suffering happen to these human beings and animals and fucking everything else?
Man.
For no good reason.
Like, hey, this is going to be really dark, but I'm going to give your kid cancer just to see how much you love me. And I might kill him off, but I just want to see if you're just going to still come to church and give me 10% of your paycheck.
No, but didn't that happen in one story in the Bible? Like, was it Lot or somebody? I'm not a big religious. This is Bible school, kids. No, there was somebody he just like kept torturing them throughout.
Job.
Yeah, he killed his children or something.
Family. He
Just
covered
to
his
test-
body with boils. He lost his cattle. He kept his wife though. His wife's like, why don't you just curse at God so he kills you? And he's like, no.
Just to test, wasn't it like a bet with the devil?
Yeah. They're like, all right, what do you got? You know, I want everything. What do you got? God's over there rolling dice on the back lot.
Shake him up, shake him up, shake him. Yeah, we just did that.
Today was a good day.
yeah. No, but yeah, okay, first, why would God have him make a bet with the devil?
With his enemy.
Right.
Yeah. Like, hey, I hate you. You're my enemy. This is one of my very favorite people that I created. Have your way with him and let's see whose side he picks.
Just to test his own fucking ego.
That just shows that he's narcissistic, yeah.
That's insane.
Religion is so weird, man.
It's almost as if, this is a bit weird, it's almost as if none of it's real and it was all created by narcissistic men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, every nothing in most religious texts does anything for women. Did you know there's like portions of the Bible where it's like when a woman is on her period, you gotta like keep her away from everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's unclean.
She's unclean.
And if you women on your periods right now, I want you to click off of this video.
You're unclean.
We do not support you watching this right now. Yeah. It's really horrible.
Yeah. It's a lot of things like historically have been done to women that's like crazy. So I'm married. Me and my wife are legally married.
To a woman?
To a woman.
Okay.
We're legally married.
You used to be married to a cow for a while. You're into bestiality. We don't need to talk about that. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Go ahead.
But like marriage is like an actually very outdated institute.
Yeah.
And it's not the being with one person and being monogamous, because that part's awesome. Like I don't want to be with anybody or anything like that. But it's
I'm trying to fuck out here. Sorry.
You
I like women. You like the monogamy. I'm trying to get multiple. I'm trying to fuck multiple women.
Okay.
Not the point of the video. Go ahead. I respect your point of view.
No, but here's the thing. So when you get married, you have to get a license to get married.
Yeah.
And in tradition, most traditions, a lot of people don't do this anymore, but most traditions, the woman takes the man's last name. And it's because women were initially viewed as property.
Yes.
And you had to have a bill of sale, a receipt to own this person.
That's fucking crazy.
It's just like with slavery. The slaves typically took the owner's last name. Same thing. Like the same concept.
No, it is the same fucking thing. Yeah. That's where the whole bit in the marriage of the father giving the woman away to the husband. That's where the whole thing comes from.
And then that's why in some
she
countries
was the father's property.
Yep.
And now he's giving her away to this other man.
And in some countries they have to do
Romantic.
a thing that's called a dowry, where like I'm gonna marry your daughter. Okay, I'm gonna give you like 10 goats.
Yeah.
For your daughter. I'm basically buying her. And that's why you have to have a marriage license. It's a bill of sale.
It's fucking horrible.
Saying on this day you purchase this person.
Fucking horrible.
It's weird.